Hey everybody, this is Bart with Great Meals Barbecue, and tonight I'm going to be doing T-bone steaks with sauteed mushrooms and onions on the Camp Chef FTG600. Stay tuned. Okay, we got 3 T-bone steaks here. These are about 14 ounces a piece. We get all of our beef from a local farmer and just pay to have it processed. And the meat you get, the quality is so much better than what you get at the grocery store. So I highly recommend, if you've got that option, to go ahead and do that. Got some onions, and I've got some regular white button mushrooms here that I've been marinating in this Allegro original marinade. And I don't know if you can get this in your area. I think it's made in Paris, Tennessee. But this stuff is really good for a marinade. Anything that you would use like a soy sauce based marinade for, this stuff is amazing. The only other things that I'm going to use are garlic, pepper, and some kosher salt. And I'm going to season the steaks here in just a few minutes and let them rest, and then we'll get everything out on the griddle. All right, we're about ready out here. I went ahead and brought a cast iron skillet out to do these onions and mushrooms. Simply because I want that sauce to caramelize on there a little thicker than it normally would just on the griddle. So I'm going to go ahead and get these onions in there and get started on them and let them cook down for a little while here. And once they've cooked for about 5 minutes or so, I will go ahead and add my mushrooms and my the marinade, a little bit of the marinade that I've got in there. And I'm going to cook that until, like I said, it thickens up a little bit and caramelizes. And I apologize that I'm doing this in the dark out here, but I've got kind of got as much lighting as I can get going here for right now. Put just a little more butter in there. Okay, I'm going to let these go for a couple minutes here, and then I'll be back when I put the mushrooms in. Alright, these onions have cooked down a little bit here. They're kind of starting to brown just a little bit. That's what I want them to do. Now I'm going to go ahead and add my mushrooms and some of this sauce. I'm not going to use all of this marinade, but I'm going to get enough in here so that this will, like I said, I want it to caramelize and kind of thicken up a little bit. Okay. You know, I did put some fresh cracked pepper on those onions while they were sauteing. I didn't add any salt, simply because this marinade's got a lot of salt in it, so it's not going to be needed. Okay, well, that's doing its thing. It's going to take about the same length of time as our steaks, so I'm going to go ahead and get our steaks put on here. And all I did with these steaks is I simply put salt, pepper, and a little garlic powder on them. And I've got the griddle right at about, I think, about 525, 530 degrees. We'll check it here in a second. And I'm going to cook these. We like our steaks medium, so I'm going to cook these for about 4.5 minutes per side. As you can see, we're right at about 545 or 445. Yeah, 545 there. There we go. I just didn't leave it long enough. 530. So those should take about 4.5 minutes to get to where we like them. So I'm going to go ahead and let these cook for a few minutes, and then I'll be back when we go to flip them. Alright, I'm going to go ahead and check these steaks here and see what they look like. And on a griddle, when a steak is ready to be flipped over, it'll let you know because it will release itself. There we go. That's just about right. Like I said, that was right at about 4.5 minutes. And that is a gorgeous sear on those. That's better grill marks than you'll get on the cooking on the grates themselves. Alright, so I'm going to give those about another 4.5 minutes here just to sit, and I'll be back. Alright, it's been about another 4.5 minutes, and you can see our mushrooms and onions have cooked down nice here. That marinade is kind of thickened up on there a little bit. And I think our steaks are just about ready. So I'm going to go ahead and get these steaks off of here and get them inside and let them rest for a few minutes, and then we'll plate them up. We'll be right back. All right, here we go. Here's our T-bone with mushroom and onions on top, baked potato, and some green beans. I hope you like the video. If you do, please like and subscribe. Thanks for watching.